Hello everyone and welcome to this module on style and pathos in persuasion. Let me paint a picture for you. You've just finished delivering what you thought was a stellar presentation. The audience nodded along, maybe even took notes as they were listening. Your arguments were sound, your data impeccable. You log off feeling victorious, imagining the ripple effect of your words over time. But then nothing happens. No follow-up, no emails, no actions taken. It's as if your presentation floated into the ether and dissolved. And you think, hang on, were they even listening to my presentation? This, my friends, is the danger of persuasion without style or emotional connection. Without those elements, your ideas might be respected, but not remembered, heard, but not felt. You may convince minds, but you won't move hearts or hands to action. Okay, so I know some of you are thinking, yeah, but I'm not a poet. I work with data. I'm not particularly into sonnets and so on. And it's different here than it is perhaps in the United States or in Australia. Well, let me reassure you, style isn't about reciting Shakespeare in boardrooms or your favorite poet. And you don't need to be a comedian to inject humor into your pitch. Style is about turning your communication from a PowerPoint presentation into a powerful point. This module is about mastering the tools that ensure your words don't just linger, they leave a mark. And let me warn you now, this will be the only video you're going to get from me in this module. I'm going to step back, and after this, you'll get real instructors from the famous speakers themselves. Why? Well, as brilliant as I'd like to think I am, I'm no Martin Luther King, no Jacinda Ardern, or Joaquin Duato. So we'll let their words do the heavy lifting. And besides, they're actually much more fun to listen to than me. So here's what to expect in this module. The first is that we're going to look at style, the canon of style. We're going to get into a discussion and an exploration of figurative language, and we'll use Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic I Have a Dream speech to illustrate the ideas here. We'll explore how repetition, rhythm, and metaphor can turn words not just into presentations, but into anthems. The second thing we're going to look at is pathos. We'll unpack this emotional core of persuasion with an analysis of a very famous speech by New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. You'll see how she wields empathy and storytelling to inspire trust and action, as well as to bring a community together who are suffering from great grief. The third thing we're going to look at is application. Finally, we'll put all of these things together into a cohesive whole. You'll analyze two speeches, one a classic masterpiece and the other by Joaquin Duato, which I'm sure will become a classic masterpiece. You'll apply everything from this module and earlier ones to see what makes these speeches resonate with their audience or not. So why does all this aspect of style and pathos matter? Because persuasion isn't just about proving you're right. It's about making your audience care enough to do something about it. Think of Martin Luther King Jr. standing before thousands on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. He didn't just describe his dream, he made people feel it. Think of Jacinda Ardern addressing her nation after tragedy, her words soothing and unifying a grieving country. Their speeches changed minds, but more importantly, they moved people to act. That's what style and pathos can do for your communication. Okay, so let's be honest. You probably won't walk out of this module as the next great orator of our time. But you will walk out with the tools to make your communication sharper, your ideas stickier, and your audience more likely to respond with more than just polite applause. So, this is all about the art of persuasion, combining logic with style and pathos to create messages that don't just inform, but also to transform. By the end of this module, you'll understand how to craft messages that are memorable, meaningful, and most importantly, actionable. So let's begin. Dive into the speeches, soak up their lessons, and get ready to make your words matter. Thank you. I'll see you again in the next module, or in the emails where you show me how you have applied what you've learned. Look forward to seeing you then.